From Neymar and Mbappe's battle for stardom at PSG to the scandalous affair that rocked French football between Valbuena and Benzema, tensions run high, but it doesn't stop there. Discover the bitter rivalries that defined careers, like Cole and Sheringham's frosty relationship at Manchester United, or the distressing crack between Stimac and Mihailovic in the confusion of war. Number 10. Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. When Neymar joined Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona in 2017 for a lot of money, about £200 million, he thought he would be the main star. He wanted to step out of Lionel Messi's shadow and show he was the best player in the world. But then PSG also signed Kylian Mbappe, and things got a bit tricky for Neymar. Neymar joined on August 3rd and Mbappe on August 31st, and they both liked playing on the left side, so sometimes the coach had to pick one over the other. On the field they were amazing and won a lot of trophies together in their first season, but off the field there were always rumours they weren't getting along. As time passed, their egos clashed, and when Lionel Messi, Neymar's good friend, joined PSG, Mbappe got more upset. Now that Neymar and Messi are no longer at the club, people say Mbappe had something to do with it. Mbappe is the top star at PSG, but even that might not be enough to keep him in France for much longer. Number 9. Mathieu Valbuena and Karim Benzema. In 2015, there was a big scandal in French football involving Mathieu Valbuena and Karim Benzema. It was about someone trying to get money from Valbuena by threatening to release a video of him in a private moment. Both players were on the French national team when it happened. Valbuena found out about the video and got a call from someone asking for a lot of money to keep it secret. Benzema got involved when he was accused of trying to help the blackmailers by talking to Valbuena. This caused big problems, and Benzema was not allowed to play for the French team for several years. The whole situation made things really tense in the team, especially during important competitions. There were legal troubles for both players, and while the French national team had its share of controversies, this was one of the worst. Number 8. Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham. Andy Cole doesn't really like Teddy Sheringham at all. He even said he loathes him and would rather have tea with Neil Ruddock, who broke his leg in 2 places in 1996, than with Sheringham. It all started when Cole made his England debut against Uruguay in 1995. He was supposed to come on for Sheringham and expected a handshake and maybe some encouraging words, but Sheringham ignored him. During their 4 years at Manchester United, they won everything and scored a goal together every 84.6 minutes, which is really impressive. Number 6. Mauro Icardi and Maxi Lopez. The feud between Mauro Icardi and Maxi Lopez is one of the most dramatic stories in football. It all started when Icardi joined Sampdoria, where Lopez was his teammate. Things got messy when Icardi reportedly started a relationship with Lopez's wife, Wanda Nara, creating a love triangle that everyone talked about. This obviously made things very tense between Icardi and Lopez. Not only did Icardi marry Nara, but he also got a tattoo of her and Lopez's kids, which made things even worse. The drama continued when Icardi moved to Inter Milan and they faced off in heated matches. Number 5. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Rafael van der Vaart. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is known for not being shy, so it's surprising he only appears on this list once. His feud with Rafael van der Vaart started during a friendly game between Sweden and the Netherlands, where van der Vaart accused Zlatan of hurting him on purpose. Zlatan didn't like that at all, and when they got back to Amsterdam, he supposedly threatened to break van der Vaart's legs. Given that Zlatan is a black belt in Taekwondo, he probably could have done it. Later, van der Vaart downplayed the feud, saying it was just 2 big egos clashing. I didn't really have problems with him, it was just 2 egos in one place. I think I was a bigger problem for him than he was for me, he told Football.ua. Number 4. Jens Lehmann and Oliver Kahn. Goalkeepers can be pretty touchy, especially when 2 top-notch ones are fighting for the same spot. Jens Lehmann and Oliver Kahn were both amazing goalies for their clubs, but things got tense when they played for the German national team. Their rivalry hit its peak in the early 2000s. Kahn was the main goalkeeper for Germany and even led them to the World Cup final in 2002. The tension carried into Euro 2004, where Kahn was picked over Lehmann again, but unfortunately, Germany didn't do well in the tournament. Even though it wasn't all Kahn's fault, Lehmann probably felt a bit satisfied with the outcome. Number 3. Wayne Bridge and John Terry. This story is about a big feud caused by a love triangle. It started when John Terry allegedly had an affair with Vanessa Paronson, who was the ex-partner of Wayne Bridge, his former teammate at Chelsea and England. When the news broke, Bridge was playing for Manchester City and they faced off on the field soon after. During the pre-match handshake, which shows respect, Bridge shook hands with all his old teammates except for Terry, who looked really embarrassed. Bridge later quit the England team because he didn't want to be in the same dressing room as Terry. This was a huge story in the Premier League back then, but now both players are retired and it's not talked about much. You probably won't see them having a quick drink together anytime soon. Number 2. Igor Stimac and Sinisa Mihajlovic. Igor Stimac and Sinisa Mihajlovic used to be teammates for Yugoslavia, but their friendship fell apart and it wasn't just about football. They were from nearby places in Croatia and often played against each other in club matches. But when war broke out during the breakup of Yugoslavia, things changed between them. There was a scary gunfight near Mihajlovic's hometown and tensions rose. In a sad moment during the Yugoslavian Cup final between Red Star Belgrade and Hajduk Split, Stimac and Mihajlovic were captains of their teams. The game played in Belgrade turned dark when Stimac apparently said something terrible to Mihajlovic at the start, wishing harm on Mihajlovic's family in Borovo, a town affected by the war. The game got rougher with Mihajlovic going after Stimac whenever he could. Even though Hajduk won and Stimac lifted the cup, the incident left a bad memory, showing how deep-seated hatred can be after such a tragic war. So there you have it, 10 sets of teammates who really didn't get along. As the poet Alexander Pope once said, people make mistakes, but forgiving is important. It shows that even footballers can have big human feelings. Number 1. Thibaut Courtois and Kevin De Bruyne. It's hard to say if footballers will ever stop getting involved with their teammates' partners. Thibaut Courtois and Kevin De Bruyne had a big falling out because Courtois was with De Bruyne's girlfriend back in 2012. De Bruyne has been pretty upset with Courtois ever since. They managed to be polite in public, but fans noticed that De Bruyne seemed extra happy when he scored against Courtois and Real Madrid in a big game. But time heals wounds and De Bruyne has moved on. He's married now and has kids, so maybe he's put the past behind him. Sometimes things work out better in the end. In your opinion, what role does forgiveness play in resolving conflicts, both on and off the football pitch? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. See you soon!